Guess what? Comic-Con International presents WonderCon Anaheim 2015. Let me catch my breath, guys. It's a mouthful now. So we're here, Anaheim. Look who's here. Epically, they made it too. Their first time, I think, right?
Yeah.
Yes, this is our first
TC
WonderCon.
Karina Michelle, Epic ComiCast. You remember them from the Geek Speak Podcast Network. They were the best show that we had on there, besides this one here. So we haven't done anything yet, or have you had a chance to walk around?
We've walked.
Yeah, we gotta use these things.
Yeah, we walked around a little, checking out all the awesome cosplayers. Super excited to see what else is in store.
Yeah, there are a lot of cosplayers here. I know you guys have what is it called? The Instagram where you have the cosplays.
Yeah, I have the Epic cosplay pics, and
yeah,
that's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, you got a bunch of them, so let's go down the list.
We don't have to
EpicComicCast.com. Give them all out.
So the Instagram that started everything was Epic Comic Pics, but me and her do a podcast.
Story time.
It's called Epic ComiCast, and we release episodes every Sunday. So.
Watch out, you're going to get us kicked out. You're going to knock down the thing over here. But go ahead. Continue.
Go ahead, Karina, say something.
So yes, we have a podcast. We release a new episode every Sunday. It's pretty much just about comics, movies, 90s nostalgia. So if you're into that, come check us out.
Where are we?
On iTunes at epiccomicast.com and Stitcher. There we go.
Yeah, we are. I'm in the mood. Okay. Yeah, we are in Anaheim. Not a lot of big movie stuff, but a lot of TV stuff. I don't know if Game of Thrones here. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. may not be here. I'm a little surprised. Maybe not. Marvel Comics is here. DC is here. You guys talk about Batman a lot on Epic ComicCast. Tomorrow, Saturday, this is Friday, day one, Warner Brothers is going to have a big panel. They're going to premiere Batman versus Robin. That's the cartoon. I'm not saying I know anything. I'm just saying you might get to see what we got to see last year in Comic-Con. A little trailer for... I'm not saying anything.
Oh, no way.
By the time you see this, you'll know if you saw that.
Oh, my gosh.
So that's what's going on. You're going to see... Maybe you guys will jump on and talk to some people. Maybe you'll talk to Henry Cavill if he's here.
No way. Don't even say that to me. Because you're going to make me...
He's right behind you.
I'm just going to, sweat.
So watch for it. Maybe... You can hear her sweat. Maybe you'll see us do whatever. So it is the Geek Speak Show, Epic ComicCast. We're going to cover WonderCon Anaheim for you. So get ready. Here we go. Get your bags. We'll get the swag. You guys get the bags. We'll see you in a little bit. Bye. So here we are at Batman versus Robin at WonderCon Anaheim. Stuart Allen. What is Stuart? How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing fantastic today. After all, this is WonderCon.
Yeah, it is. It is wonderful. So tell us about Batman versus Robin. Who do you play? Who do you voice?
I play Damien/Robin, and Batman versus Robin is basically about every kid goes through a point in their life where they start wondering who they are and what they want to do with their life, basically who they are inside. And so Damien's reached a point in his life where he goes to that, and it shows in his confrontations with Batman and with Talon as he's confronted with these two, the Court of Owls and Batman. The Court of Owls has a bit more of a relation to his League of Assassins upbringing, so that's appealing to him, but he's still confronted by the Batman voice in his head, and we'll see which side he chooses.
Yeah, last year you were here for Son of Batman.
Yeah.
This time around, what did you bring differently to this role?
I guess I brought in a little more of my confrontations with my family. I mean, I still love them, but of course, on the teenager stage, you have to have your arguments with your parents.
That, yeah.
Yeah, so I kind of bring in some of my arguments with family to kind of bring more intensity to it. I mean, there's still obviously playful over there, but I just gotta intensify it a little bit, and you got a cool Damien.
Off mic in this case.
Yeah.
You and Jason, how did you guys get into the confrontational side of that?
How do we get in the... I don't know what you mean. I'm sorry.
Did you guys go out and say, you know what, this is Batman versus Robin, you play Batman? How did you get into the character?
Oh, how did I get into the character? With Jason, you mean?
Yeah.
Honestly, I didn't really get to interact with him that much inside the room, although we got to see each other a lot outside the room. We've gone to Disneyland, Mount Asia. We've done lots of cool stuff together. He's a great guy to hang out with. Yeah.
So the opposite of versus, they actually got pretty close.
Yeah.
So again, this is the second time doing this. How's it feel to you playing Robin this time around?
Playing Robin this time around, it's definitely... it's very, because Robin's an iconic character and he's been around for 75 years. Every kid enjoys being their own superhero, let alone being Robin driving the Batmobile. So it's just awesome being a part of the Robin legacy again.
any superhero, not Batman, anywhere, who would you rather be?
Aside of Batman and Robin, I guess I would go with Green Lantern. Yeah, he's an awesome guy. I love his little ring, imagination.
Yeah, you can get anything. Okay, so Stuart Allen again. Batman versus Robin. Look for it. Thanks. So here at the Batman versus Robin presser at WonderCon Anaheim, with us is the voice director, Andrea Romano. How are you?
I'm very well, thanks.
So for this one, we were here last year for the Son of Batman. This is continuation of that, sort of. What were you looking for exactly in this one? I mean, we've got everybody back again, the gang all back there, but what were you looking for in this one?
Well, certainly we did have a lot of the same actors come back, but there's a ton of other characters that appear in this that were not. Anybody from the Court of Owls did not appear in the previous one, so those are all new actors, and that's like Jeremy Sisto, and a lot of truly wonderful actors show up in this. But what we're looking for is to not duplicate what we did before, but to continue to build the story and build that relationship, that father-son relationship, which is always kind of hard no matter what, even in a regular, normal, everyday world where it's a dad who does a more normal job than Batman does, and a son that is a little bit more of a battler than most sons. There's always a father-son dynamic where there's the kid trying to find their strength. Who are they? How far can I push dad? This goes a little farther because this kid has a lot of skills, and he finds his way to actually beat the various protections that Bruce Wayne has created to keep him from escaping Wayne Manor, and yet he finds a way to get out. And so there's all kinds of drama that happens between them, just in a father-son relationship, and also as far as being Batman and Robin, that dynamic as well.
And you got a phenomenal record as far as casting voices in all these cartoons that we all love. Now, for this one, how do you go about it? Do you have the character first, or you think, well, I want this actor to play it, or which one comes first?
I always keep a list of actors that I want to work with, and a list of actors that agents have told me, oh, by the way, I now represent so-and-so, and they want to do animation. And so I keep that list by me whenever I'm casting anything new, where I can use new voices. This one, there were several characters coming back, and we used the same actors because it was a continuous story in essence. Same Batman, same Damian, same Nightwing. But, so we always try to find a lot of people who can do, certainly for the ancillary characters, people can do multiple voices, so they can cover, Owl 2 and Thug 1 and, the guy in the street. Those are our rank and file voiceover actors. And then when we have what we could use for celebrity casting, that's when I go, I wanted to bring back and work with Jeremy Sisto again. Ever since we used him as Batman in a previous piece, it was such a small role, that particular Batman he did. This is a much meatier one with a much more substantial part. And so we brought Jeremy Sisto back, but as a different character. Yeah. So it's not necessarily the character comes first, then the actor. Sometimes it's a combination of the two. Yeah,
and staying along those lines, from everything that you've done, which is some of your favorite or most memorable projects that you've worked on?
I loved, was it called Beneath the Red Hood? Yeah, Beneath the Red Hood, I think. I love that one. And it's amazing because that's really a violent film, and I don't really care for violence that much, but I thought the acting in that was beautiful, and I loved the story in that. A lot of the earlier films I loved, too. I loved Sub-Zero. I loved, what was the one that came right after Sub-Zero? There was a bunch of them early on, but you know what? Each and every one, it's like saying who's your favorite child. Yeah. They're all good. They all have joy. They all bring me joy.
Yeah. So coming soon, Batman versus Robin. The director Andrea Romano. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.